MeTV 24 Meridian proudly presents your favorite way to start the day. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Candace.
Yeah, good morning from Scotty Ray and Candace as we tickle at our own selves some days.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing?
I think everybody's doing pretty good this morning in my neck of the woods.
Well, that's
I guess. Great. I don't know. I look like I have a big wing on my hair today. What's up with that?
It's that Farrah Fawcett look.
I guess so. I'll calm that down a little bit.
Oh, looks fine. You're going to be good. At least you have hair to slap down. There's others, like maybe me, that don't have what they once had.
Goodness.
So
yeah, I hope I keep it for a while.
So do you use hairspray?
Yeah, a lot of it too.
Is White Rain still the big rave?
No, but back in the day, White Rain, we went through some White Rain at my house between me and my mother.
And I can't tell you why that's the only brand of hairspray that I know was White Rain. It seemed like in high school that's all you saw.
Yeah, and we used I know I did the pump kind, it was like a water bottle. But anyway, yeah.
So if you're still toting your White Rain, thumbs up there.
Yeah. Let's see if they make it still. I guess they do. I don't know.
I would. Nowadays, I bet it was bought out by this said company and this. Y'all know how things happen.
And years ago, it was like Aquanet. Remember?
Oh, I remember Aquanet.
Yeah.
I think Marty Stewart used that.
Really?
You could take a hammer and hit somebody with that, and it would bounce off. Yeah. That stuff would hold.
Yeah, we used to push our hair out like this and spray it and heat it with a hairdryer, and that's how it stood. It stood out like this. Yeah.
Okay. I remember the look. It was all in the high school.
That and the bangs sticking straight up.
The high school annual, everybody had that.
Yeah. You can definitely tell the hair from the 80s and 90s.
I don't know where my annual is. I need to dig that up one day and take a look of what everybody looked like. I saw something the other day, and they had an old annual, and it said, "This is what cancel culture used to look like," where you scribble out somebody's face. Yeah,
the annual.
That's pretty cute. I have to say,
defriending them.
Yeah. Well, let's look real quick at what's going on with weather this morning and temperature-wise, so you'll kind of know what's headed today. As we pull up the forecast today, the 7-day forecast looks like this: 90 today. We got a 70% chance of showers. That's going to roll in about 2 o'clock after then. Now, I'm not saying that we can't get a little bit before then, but the majority of the rain chances come in after 2. Hot, 90, and we're looking at heat index around 99. So you could get just a tad bit on the warm side before it's all said and done. As we look at the forecast for tonight, heat 99. That's pretty strong.
Well, if you have not stepped outside, the humidity is crazy.
It's rough, isn't it?
It is bad. It is.
Let's look at where the rain is right now. Most of the bad stuff, and we'll look at the state altogether, but we're looking at most of the heavier stuff lying in northern Mississippi. As we zoom in on this, we show that in the Tupelo area, this is just light rain. Here's Starkville as we go up Tupelo, light stuff there. We look at what's out here to our west. Greenville getting in a little bit, but out here, Louisiana, Texarkana getting some heavy stuff. As we move down in the south state, as we get down near Hattiesburg, now this is fog. And this is also here in Alabama. We see just a little bit north of Hattiesburg there in the Laurel. That's Jones County is where this is. And this is Covington County. A little bit there in Smith County, but the majority, few showers right over in this area. This is going to be, this is Richton, Mississippi, getting some showers. But the rest of the way down toward the Gulf Coast, not too bad. A little bit in between Gulfport and Biloxi there on Highway 90, where the lighthouse is. A little bit of a shower there this morning, but we look pretty good. The worst of the fog, and let me go back and pull this up in case you're watching from Alabama this morning. There's some areas of some heavy fog over there. We look at this. We zoom in. Here's Montgomery up here. As we get a little bit closer, whoop, I got too far there. This is Monroeville, Evergreen, Repton, Alabama. Those areas there, Georgiana, maybe where Hank hung out a little bit. Some areas of fog over there also this morning. This is your pumpkin shirt.
Yeah, it is.
That is very fall looking.
It is fallish. And we kind of, yours is red.
Yeah, I'd stick out like a sore stop sign. Yeah. But fall is so close as we get ready for September. This is already, the 19th.
I know. Can you believe that?
It's shocking.
No, my daughter's got a birthday coming up on the 1st, and then my little one, his is the 10th of September. So
that means Madison's is, I think, next week. Yeah, hers is the 25th.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, it's moving on up.
Yeah, time is flying. I can't get over all this.
I know.
Let's see. things that are going on in the community. Garth have y'all seen this? Garth has canceled 5 concerts.
I did see that, which, I know a lot of people are probably disappointed, but it's probably the best decision right now.
Because he's packing somewhere between 70 to 100,000 each show.
Yeah. With all this big wave of the COVID, going around, I think it's probably a good decision not to have big gatherings like that.
And of course, Garth's got enough money to where this is not. Now, I do feel for the folks that work for him that need that paycheck that's going to be interrupted.
Yeah. It's definitely not a convenient thing
No,
to
it's
have to
not.
go through everything you have to go through when dealing with it. But it's better to be safe than not.
And here's a headline, and let me just pull this up because this is fact. This is our area, without a doubt. This is the headline across the United States this morning, as Daily Mail puts it, as mothers are burying their children. Mississippi's health chief warns that more young people are being hospitalized with the Delta variant as second COVID field hospital opens in Mississippi. I'm not really truly sure that everyone realizes just how many people have this thing right now. Mississippi is one of the higher ones.
Yeah.
This one is more contagious. And again, I mentioned last week, we will have a doctor. I just talked to another one a minute ago that will come in to answer questions about all this.
What really concerns me is the time of when you're positive, like, I don't know. And then there's a big question, when do you go get tested?
No, that is a question.
When do you wait and go get tested? Do you wait? Like, do you go on when you hear somebody that you think you've been exposed? Do you go on and get tested, or do you wait till you have symptoms to get tested? I don't know. I mean, I prefer, if I think I've been exposed, to go on and get tested.
Now, and this is always a question, is like, if you bump into somebody and you find out the next day that they were positive, are you immediately contagious to somebody else?
See, that's what I don't know. And, I know with my mother and my stepdad, he found out some people he worked with had it. He went and got tested. He was positive. My mother waited 5 or 6 more days to go get tested because they knew they were both going to quarantine, so they didn't test. Well, 10 days go by and they're thinking, okay, our quarantine time's up, That's when they started having symptoms, 10 days after he tested positive. And the thing is like...
And he got pretty sick, didn't he?
He did get really sick. And this is the thing, y'all. I'm not really sure how this works, and I might not be giving, real truthful information. I hope I am. But the infusion, from what I understand, I mean, you have to test positive to be able to get the infusion.
Yeah, that's my understanding.
And there's, like, with my mother, there was like a waiting period. Like, she went in, but they couldn't get her in until like the following Monday.
So she had to wait.
Right. So you have to wait. So, like, if I've heard some people say right when you test positive, you need to go get the infusion if you qualify for the infusion.
Candace says 7 to 10 days is about when you could be contagious. I guess that's what you're referring to.
Okay.
And again, we're not experts on it, but we're going to have some experts tell us.
Right. And I'll be so glad when we get somebody in here that we can ask a bunch of questions to.
Oh, Lord, look at that. We drove somebody else to drinking. Charlotte Gray says, I watch most every morning, and y'all are starting to be habit forming.
Well, we're so glad that you are. We hope that we can, if we do pass information on, we hope we're helping somebody.
Yeah.
Of course. But
yeah.
I think with this, though, you just have to do what you think's best to do. Have patience with the people who are dealing with it. And if they make a decision to go get tested, have patience with them. Don't be rude. Don't be ugly. It's their decision.
Without a doubt, we know that one of the big things key to keeping safe on this is washing your hands as much as you can.
Yeah.
Now, everything that I don't mind anybody, I don't like the mask. If you love wearing the mask, wear it. From the figures, and I don't know if they're true, it's just stuff that you watch on the news. They say that it gives you maybe a 1% more chance of not getting it. That's not a lot. But if you feel more comfortable with it, do it. I feel like I am tied down and thrown in a closet.
I hate it. I mean, I wore my mask this week at work, and just this week since I've been wearing it at work, and of course I wear it in and out of the stores. I've been doing that since this is ramped up, but it makes me physically feel like I'm ill. And last night, before, when we were wearing them all the time at work, I would have a nosebleed every now and then, like on my way home from work. My nose would start. Last night, same thing. And I just feel like I'm getting congested from breathing that hot air in and out, I don't know what the answer is. It is not convenient. It is not comfortable at all.
You know, you bring
what
it
do
up.
you do? I mean, you know.
As a kid, I fell down and busted my nose, and ever since then, if I ever get extremely hot, I'll get a nosebleed from that. I don't know why, but it's like you get extremely hot, it'll just out of nowhere start dripping.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, I know the hot air continually, you breathing it out and in and out and in, you know, it dries out your sinuses.
Yeah.
And so that can make your nose bleed, I think. So, you know, I don't know. I hate it for anybody's having to deal with it. And, you know, to a lot of people, unless you are personally affected by it, now I'm not saying everybody, but to a lot of people, unless you've had that personal situation where you're dealing with it, like say I have, I've seen
Right.
it. I've seen what it's doing. I still have my stepdad in the hospital. He's still dealing with it, still on oxygen, still doing this stuff. And until you're faced with it, it's just another story.
Yeah.
You know?
But when it hits home,
Yeah.
and there is I can almost bet you money at some point this will, if you hadn't had an issue with it, somebody close to you is going to get it, or
Yeah.
you will, because
And everybody is different. Some people get it. You know, I see it more people getting sicker with this variant or this form of it than we did the last time, it seems like. You know, I don't know. And I have been vaccinated, but from what I understand, I mean, you can still get it. So,
Yeah.
You know.
that is a fact, without a doubt. As we travel along, already 11 minutes into the hour, and as you're headed to work or maybe on the way home tonight and you need something, well, Maple's One Stop Shop is there to help you. They've got clean, convenient, and they're locally owned right here in the Meridian area. 4 locations around town. There'll be more added to this later on, but boy, they sure help you there. And one of the ways they're doing that is when you fill up with gas, save your receipt, walk inside, hand that to the attendant. And let me show you here. This is what they're going to be giving away. Let's show this here. Where's that at? Yeah, that's the there it is. That's the $50 gas card that they're going to be giving away. And all you got to do is register by that. Put your name, telephone number, drop it in there, and they draw it weekly.
And $50 worth of gas, that is a good something to win.
Yeah,
It really is.
In some cases, it's a godsend.
Right.
I mean, fuel is high these days, and take
It
advantage of any time you can get something. Cold drinks, if you need to wake up, they've got that coffee pot there waiting for you. And, of course, the cold drinks inside with candy bars and anything like that. You need a knick-knack or a nab. Got those also.
Yeah.
As you're headed out and you need lunch, well, you can get yourself some pizza. You can get a bag of Frito-Lay chips and a fountain drink, all for $4.99. A quick lunch, in and out, and you're back on the road once again. Also, if you're into the fishing spirit there, they've got the crickets and a whole lot more out at the bait shop there at the country store at Pine Springs Road. Pass by it all the time. Also, you can get lotto tickets at any of the locations and ice cream galore. See them. Maple's One Stop, Bonita Chevron. You'll see them in town. The Pine Springs store, or the Last Chance Tobacco, or Broadmoor Chevron. See them there in North Hill Street. That, again, is Maple's One Stop Shop.
I'm Richard Schwartz. If you've been in an auto accident, don't hesitate to call for legal help. Remember, the first 10 days following an accident are crucial. Insurance companies don't wait. They have a staff of adjusters, attorneys, and investigators collecting information that can be used against you. Again, remember, don't hesitate. Call me. One call, that's all. I am Richard Schwartz, and I'm here to help you.
Call Richard Schwartz today.
And welcome back with Scotty Ray and Candace. As we travel through a Thursday morning, the weekend is coming. And I want to say this. I don't know a lot of the details, but we want to start off with a very, very heartfelt condolence this morning to Lindsay Hall, who is a newscaster in Meridian, who lost his wife yesterday. Lindsay's a good fellow. I've known him forever. And from my understanding, she had a stroke and lost her life. So our heartfelt condolences go out to Lindsay Hall,
Yes.
a good fellow who has done sports.
Oh, yeah.
For most years, people know him from sports, but
I just
we
can't
pray for
imagine.
him.
Yes, we do. I can't imagine that. It's just something unexpected that you don't. I mean, we do
know.
send condolences and prayers to him and his family.
Yeah, it's, she's young. We hate
51
that.
years old.
Yeah.
I mean,
So prayers for you, brother.
yes.
Our next story, and I'm going to show the picture this morning. The first picture that was released, I didn't show because I felt like it would still upset. And it's still upsetting, but it's not to a
Yeah.
point where you look at it and you go, oh, Buddy, our puppy dog from the state of Mississippi, who is doing so much better.
He looks so much better. Just to see his eyes open, and know that he can see. I mean, that's a blessing.
Let's show Buddy, and this is from Mississippi State, and this is how he looks now. This is the poor little fellow that was burned by that little boy. Doing better. He'll be going back to Tunica before too long. They've still got some more surgeries to do on Buddy. They're going to do that on his eyelids to where the sun won't hurt Buddy.
Right.
But his recovery path has come so far. And the donations, now, and you have to realize not every dollar that goes in goes 100% to Buddy. It's helped other dogs also.
Yeah.
With everybody's caring gifts. They've sold T-shirts to help with the expense. And it has been a lot of money put into him.
Oh, I can imagine.
But doesn't it make your heart feel good that he's doing good?
I mean, because to see where he started and now where he's at right now, it is a blessing. Just because I was concerned he wouldn't be able to see at all or anything, and it is. I mean, it's.
And if
amazing.
You haven't read the article on that, visit my page, Scotty Ray's Weather, and you can read more about Buddy there, and you can share it if you'd like to, so other folks can see him. Mm-hmm. But it does make your heart feel good that Buddy is doing a whole lot better there. Some things that are going on in the community, I want to bring this up. Some pavings that are going to be happening, and it'll most likely throw you behind a little bit. But over the next 2 weeks, Lauderdale County has released some roads that are going to be paved. Mm-hmm. Causeyville Road. When's the last time you were on State Boulevard Extension?
I think we go there. Isn't
if you turn off 19 there to cut through to North Hill Street, they're going to be paving that.
Right.
King Road, also Skyland Drive, Oak Hill Drive, and Greenfield Drive are a few of the roads there. And I've also got that posted from the Lauderdale County Road and Bridge if you want to know what those are. And I'm sure that they'll pass along, okay, today we're starting this road.
Right.
And so we'll share those as it happens. A big thank you there to Rush for sharing that of what's going to be going on across Lauderdale County so you can kind of plan around that.
Right, especially like State Boulevard Extension. If you
that's highly
on a
used.
Lunch break, you might want to go a different way.
You might not make it back.
So you're not late getting back.
And there is absolutely nothing, and y'all know this, everybody here that's watching has had it happen. You got a new car, you've just had it washed, and then there's tar all over it.
Yeah.
That is no fun.
It is not. I mean, it's hard to get off. So.
Somebody has to get out there with some gas and a rag and get it off if it comes off.
Yeah.
And it's always been me that had to do that. Bigger news that happened in our area yesterday. And let's go down and take a good look at this because this is horrific of what went on.
I was so surprised when I saw that. I was like, where is that at? And then to find out it's locally.
Yeah, Russell is where this happened, out in the Toomsuba area. And a big thank you to Scott Stevens, who shared his pictures with me. Let me pull this up. This is the train wreck. This is from an aerial view of what went on here. And let's get a closer look. Look at the pileup.
Thank goodness. I don't guess it was any chemicals or anything.
No, not to my knowledge.
It wasn't like chemicals being carried.
Now, the redneck in you goes, okay, what can I use for deer season out of this? You remember
I didn't even think about something like that, Scotty Ray. But.
You don't remember the big derailment years ago in Enterprise that the train was carrying nothing but corn?
No.
Oh, my heavens. It was redneck galore.
Oh, goodness.
From my understanding.
Were they out there like shovels?
Shovel, dump trucks, pickups. And of course, the railroad said, come get it because we can't do anything with it. That's probably been 15 years ago. But luckily, on this train derailment, I haven't found out what caused it. But as we look at this, no one was hurt. The engines made it. Look at that rail, how that's gone.
So the rail just did it just come apart?
I don't know whether it was weight, if a spike maybe came out. Something happened with the track to cause it to do this. Goodness. Don't know why. Look at that.
So nobody was hurt, though. No. Thank goodness.
As we go through this, that's the aerial view. Let me see if I can find. I got another picture from Twin States News. Because
that's a heavily traveled area with the trains and stuff. They're constantly coming down through there.
Let's see here. I had another picture, and I don't know if I can find it right now. Here's another view of a close-up here of what it looked like of a little trail there. Look at. Do you know how much them things weigh?
Oh, I can. Yeah.
But But the engines were still setting up, and again, the engineers were okay. God was looking after somebody there.
Thank goodness.
That could have happened in town somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And that would have been a different story. Did you ever watch that show that it was based upon the true story to where the train, the guy gets on there and they say the runaway train had
what?
What's his name? Denzel Washington in it.
I did not see that one. I do remember the one with Sandra Bullock in the bus. Did you remember that one?
Remember the bus?
Yeah, the bus. But no, I didn't see the one. But,
Well,
but I know that stuff happens all the time. I mean, like.
Carmen says it
trains
was carrying
piling up.
chemicals, but they did not spill.
Oh well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Thank you,
goodness.
Carmen. I appreciate you passing that along. WD-40 will take care of that tar. It does work on your car when you get it on there.
Have y'all ever used, when you're washing your car, I always heard, like the fabric softener sheets to get bugs off?
Does
It
it work?
works. It works. It really does.
All right, and since you brought that up, that toothpaste thing about making headlights, it may look good for like an hour, and then an hour later it's bad.
Yeah, that's an aggravating thing when your headlights get that foggy look.
I think the only thing you can really do is go buy new ones.
Yeah.
To where they
Always say.
actually, I was working on somebody's truck the other day, and they were so yellow. We rode down after we put it back together, it was night, and you could see 10 feet in front of you. It's time to replace them.
Yeah, my Honda was like that. It needed doing. But
My 98 Silverado, and they're not bad priced if they're older, $50 to $100 for a set.
yeah.
It's just screwing them on. So
Yeah.
take care of yourself. Don't have a wreck there as we watch it. Let me see some other things that I wanted to bring up. We've talked about, now the majority of people, let me find this article here. I'm almost there. Don't give up on me.
Rosemary Hill said that trains are running at 11 and 80 on 11 and 80 highway.
Wow. They must
This
have,
morning they're running, so they must have gotten it cleaned up.
That was an all-nighter and
Unless there's
replaced track.
another track or something. I don't know that they could alternative track or something.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
So we hadn't held up anything. The Meridian has announced, and I'm sure you saw this yesterday, that this is no longer. The MPD Mounted Patrol has been disbanded, gone. Was it Maverick and what was the other guy's name?
I don't know.
I'm forgetting. The majority of people, and it almost kind of shocked me, are saying, well, yeah, it's okay that they're gone. I thought more people would go, well, we want them. There were some on both sides as I read the comments there, but the majority of them said, if we can't take care of them, then some other city should get them.
I mean, they are beautiful horses. I mean, I wonder, though, if, I kind of wondered, like, if they had to really... I mean, what did they do, I guess,
It was
exactly?
well, what Chris had told us, what he wanted them was for parades. It's for show for the police department.
Okay, yeah.
Bigger cities, you have to have them all the time. And years ago, we did have them back when, but they were mostly used for parades whenever we had like the 3-Foot Festival. It's a show of good, what's the word I'm looking for? But the police department, good morale, not morale, but there's a word for it.
Okay.
And it's not coming out of my mouth right. But goodwill, maybe that's it. But Blaze, that was his name, wasn't it?
I think that sounds familiar.
Blaze and Maverick. But
they're beautiful horses. I mean, I love horses.
there was pictures put on the internet that showed them looking skinny, and other people were saying it was the angle of the camera. But they are now at somebody's pasture being taken care of until they're redone. The money that was spent on them will be put back into the budget in another place. So that's gone.
Well, I mean, I do hate that they're gone, but if the money can be spent elsewhere in a good way,
Yeah.
maybe
Let's,
maybe
let-
for now. I mean, that's a good thing.
So that's what happened there. And let me see here. Oh, we had as we go to Clark County hot topics from yesterday, and if I've got this also posted on my page. Huge drug bust yesterday in Clark County as they took care of yesterday afternoon. As we look at this, it was on County Road 4821. They had an investigation going with the Mississippi Bureau of Narcotics. They've made several arrests there. A gentleman that's 50 years old has been taken into custody. And I have to say, it made me laugh of the comment that they put that it said, oh my gosh, keep drug money in the USA. Don't let it go back to Mexico. It was cute.
So it was
all
just a
humorous.
field of marijuana?
Yeah, he was, as you look at this is a picture of the cops that were there, and this comes from Clark County Hot Topics. I don't know much about marijuana at all, but those look pretty big, don't they?
They're tall plants. I mean, they even stuck them like you stick a tomato.
Yeah.
Tomato plant, like, with the sticks.
So somebody that knows more about drugs can tell me if that's like healthy ones or not. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Connie John said the movie I was talking about with Denzel was Unstoppable. And that really was a great movie if you ever get a chance to check that out. I enjoyed it. Let's see here. Let's see. We talked about the horse patrol. Let me see if I can find this next story because this is sad. The couple from Newton County.
Yes.
I don't know enough about this to elaborate a whole lot, but it was a couple that I think they were both 21 years old. Last week, or at the beginning of this week, this was on Monday, were killed in an auto wreck right outside the city limits of Philadelphia. They had not been married long. They were both 21 years old, and she died instantly, and he was pronounced dead at the hospital later. A head-on collision, from what I understand. Very, very sweet people. Our hearts go out to them with prayers for that family.
Oh, yes. I mean, there's so many tragedies right now, just things.
It happened at 12:20 on Monday afternoon, not that long ago, just a couple of days ago. And I kept seeing posts about it, and I didn't know what happened, and then uncovered what really went on there. So, we got two families there, Lindsay and then this family here that also needs your prayers on a very local level.
And, when we say pray for these people, I mean, definitely take aside a moment and do pray. And, if you do that every day, if you pray every day, just add these people into your prayers. And you don't have to know people to pray for them.
No, you don't.
I mean, you don't. God hears everybody, so.
It does help. But you think about that, losing your child, both of them 21. There's a mother and father on each side of this.
It breaks my heart.
As they say, it'll bring a tear to a glass eye.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine. I don't even have words, really. Breaks my heart.
And by no means are we trying to depress you. This is
reality. I mean, this is what our show's about.
Yeah.
I mean, we're everyday people. We talk about everyday things, and the reality is that people are hurting and they're going through pain. And if we can pass on prayers, if we can pass on a message or information to help these people in any kind of way, prayers are the most important thing, I think. And
now, another news story that I posted last night that disturbed me. I understand that people get sick from this virus. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But hey, let's go to Mobile, Alabama. They're turning convicts out. And now they say that nobody accused of rape or anything like that is up for it. But if you've got what they're calling a misdemeanor, they will turn you out of jail because jails are crowded and that they don't want anybody else to get it. Is that the right thing? I don't know the answer to this, but it makes you think that somebody that breaks the law didn't get charged. They're back out on the street. And as we see, normally they go repeat the offense that they done before. What is the answer?
I don't know what the answer is. I don't know about turning them out of jail. I don't think you should turn them out of jail, but maybe, maybe, I don't know. I really don't know.
That's a very tough one.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it would be hard for the jails to take the same measures that we do as far as like social distancing. I mean, stuff like that. But because I know in like where they go eat, or if they have any kind of like leisure time where they can be out and amongst, just in a room together, they're crowded, probably. So
I have never had the privilege of spending any time in a place like that, and I hope I never do.
I haven't either. I've seen it in the movies and heard about it. But
do you remember the country comedian Cletus T. Jug? I hung around him a few times when I was in Nashville. Funny guy. But all I can remember is when he made fun of the Kenny Chesney song, "My Cellmate Thinks I'm Sexy." He's always staring at me. I don't care who you are. That's funny.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a great song there.
Yeah.
We need to say some good mornings. Let's go back up to the top here. We hadn't had a chance to speak to a few folks this morning.
Reggie McKee, good morning. And Elmer Talbert, along with Sarah Neese, is watching. Good morning, Dolly.
Oh, Virgil Reed is up today. Thank you. Denise Burnside joins us there.
Yes.
And she says she keeps Lindsay Hall in her thoughts also there. DeKalb is being represented this morning by Bill Reinhardt. Good morning there, Bill.
Brian Troy and LaWanda Grantham, good morning to both of you, along with Megan Segovia and Ryan Boykin. Good morning.
Down on the coast, we've got Galen Bradshaw watching this morning. Joy Robinson, how are you, girl? Glad to have you there. Good morning. Sun is shining in the big city of Collinsville, Paul Smith says.
Ann Downs McKee, good morning. Angela Dunnigan, good morning, Miss Dixie Miller. She's watching. She's the girl I saw the other day in the store. And Sharon Johnson, good morning to you. And she still buys White Rain.
Really?
For her hair. So maybe I need to go back to White Rain. I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, check that out.
Yeah.
Also, Donna White is watching this morning. Hope you're having a great day. Terry Shelton from the Russell community out near where the train mishap was yesterday.
Terry Lynn, good morning. Steve and Wanda McKinnon, good morning. And you have a blessed morning also. And Kathy McCarty, good morning to you.
Okay, I'm going to have to get you to help me on this name because I don't have I'm not, this kind of blurry. What's that first name right here?
It says Germs.
Thought I'd read it wrong. Not making fun of it, but Germs Dunnigan. Good morning to you. I just wanted to make, because sometimes it's not as clear as it ought to be over here on this
I guess
screen.
I'm pronouncing it right. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us if we're wrong.
Yeah.
Good morning to Joyce Godwin. Also, Donna Sue Pebbles.
Mm-hmm. Terry Carter, good morning. Charlotte Gray, she says
That was our drinker there that drove her to drinking earlier.
She said we're habit formers. She watches every morning. So glad that you're watching those. Shirley Sharp, good morning from Beatline, Mississippi. And Jimmy Fleming, good morning.
Hey, Jimmy. That's my old neighbor there in Scuba. Hope everything's going good there. Candace Fuller is up. Also, Ray Moffitt joins us along with Tracy Miller from the Easton Miller. Happy 10th birthday to Easton Miller.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, happy birthday. Let's see. Cindy Skipper, good morning. Gail Gafford is watching this morning. Good morning. And Terry Shelton. If we haven't already said good morning, I think maybe we have. I don't know. But good morning to you. Glad you're watching.
Let's see here. We've also got Milton watching from Sandtown community along with Alicia Hagwood watching. Thank you.
Ray Strabeck, good morning from Newton. Alicia McMullen Hegwood, good morning. Tammy Ivy, good morning to you.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Donna Hawkins joins us along with Wayne Roberts. How are you today?
Linda Harrison Calvert. She's also praying for Lindsay Hall's family. And good morning to you, Lindsay. Linda. And Connie Johns, good morning. She's watching from Meridian, Mississippi, our hometown.
Let's see. Also, Megan and Megan Scavoy. Did I say that right?
I think it's Segovia. Mm-hmm.
I was some kind of, forgive me there. I was hitting pretty close to it there. Also, good morning to Linda Jane, along with Ronald Watkins watching, and also Tammy Fleming.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Gregory McCary.
Yeah.
Good morning to you. Milton Saville. Good morning. Not sure.
There's something about taking off the WD-40 when we were at those comments a while ago, talking about the tar on your car.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that does happen.
Carmen Douglas, good morning to you. She was the one telling us that the train was carrying some chemicals earlier.
And I gotta just call Carmen out on the carpet here. Her, along with some other ladies that I used to work with, once a year would sell that peanut butter brittle for their church thing, and it was like crack. And they got you hooked there at like $1 for the first one. Yeah. And then it would gradually go up to where she was charging me $5 for my little thing of peanut brittle. Boy, that stuff is good.
It is good, but I'll tell you another thing that's good. If you go through the bank drive-through and they have the the world's finest chocolate covered almonds and the candy bars. That should be against the law to put them up in the window because that's just enticing. I always just throw in a box of the almonds. Just give me a box.
It was the band, wasn't it the band when we were in high school that used to sell those world's finest? I remember seeing that as a kid in high school.
But have you noticed the chocolate bars have gotten smaller, but the price, and maybe the price has increased. I don't know. I can't remember how much. I think they've increased the price.
It's kind of like the chicken joint that's on North Hill Street. What's the name of the Raising Cane's, to where your chicken strips they used to be here. Now they're about yay big.
Yeah.
Same price, but smaller.
Yeah. They've downsized a lot of things, but the price either stays the same or goes up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's shrunk.
Right. But anyway, the chocolate bars they're great.
Well, let's see. Good morning to Galen Bradshaw along with Rosemary Hill. Yeah, she said they are running there.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here. We're down here to Brian Terry, 146.
If you wonder why we pause sometimes, because we've already told some people good morning and then they have a comment, and we're trying to read the comment too at the same time because some of them are long.
Yeah, and I'm not a quick reader.
I'm not either. Sometimes I try to kind of skim over things so I can get the gist of everything. But anyway, Beverly Skelton, good morning to you this morning. Hope you're doing well.
Angela Dunnigan, good morning to you, along with Gail. Let's see, Beverly, also Ray Streetbeck, good morning to you. Teresa Stewart, morning. Teresa Short. I messed that name up, didn't I?
Paulette Tucker, good morning, along with Miss Barbara Vick. Good morning to you. Joe McGinnis, good morning to you. And he's saying, in reference to the derailment, be careful. There's a lot of heavy equipment being used and it's blocking your vision. That's exactly right. Sometimes you can't see good.
Yeah.
You know, if you're trying to cross the tracks or whatever, because some stuff is still sitting around. But
good morning to Mona Kinney joining us. Also, Kathy Thomas and Will Page joins in to see us today.
Claudia Katz, if I'm saying that right. Good morning to you. And Danny Smith, good morning to you. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, we appreciate each and every one of y'all joining us that way as we get this morning going here. We hope, and again, if you've got something going on in the community and you're wondering how we're talking all these, join us as we're on television on Facebook and also YouTube. I urge you to like it so you'll get the notifications. And if you're only on Facebook, also grab that YouTube channel, because there are times to where one or the other doesn't work properly, and you have a backup way to find out when the weather's going to be bad or what's going on in the community. It's just an extra way to get things done there.
Yes. Now, like you can join us on Channel 24, MeTV Meridian. And there's also antenna, like
24.3. You can jump on Comcast 248 there.
That's
now,
right.
Out of all the stories that are out there this morning of, we're going to get in here in a minute and talk about this Afghanistan thing. That's still going on.
Right.
But there are cray-cray people in this world.
there are
people that are nuts.
people that don't have every brick. One's missing.
Yeah. There is a lady that is claiming that she is married. Now, people claim this all the time, but she thinks she's married to Michael Jackson's ghost.
Goodness, there's a gnat in here.
Yeah, that just goes right along with that story there. The lady's name is Kathleen Roberts, and she goes on to say the king of pop uses her body to sing.
And dance. And eat cookies.
I mean, wouldn't you think Michael Jackson would want cookies?
Was Michael Jackson a big cookie eater? I don't know.
Anything that could lure. Oh, whoops.
He didn't look like he didn't. Yeah. Was he giving out cookies to the little
I think
boys?
he was.
Yeah. But yeah, he didn't look like he ate a whole lot of cookies. But anyway.
But on the good side, he refuses, will not do it.
Won't touch her.
He ain't getting physical with her at all. I don't think he did with any. Well, I'm going to back off of that. I think y'all know where I was going with that. That, from what I understood, nothing ever happened with Lisa Marie.
Goodness.
Nada. That was just a piece of paper.
I think this is insane, though. Like, really.
I mean,
but he refuses to be physically intimate with her. She looks like a character too, kind of.
Yeah, people make up things, but the sad part is a lot of people that believe what they make up. I bet she probably really is truly convinced that Michael's up in the house with him.
Yeah, I would be. I'd be pretty certain she's not kicking on all cylinders. I don't know.
This is the biggest stink, this next story, since Michael Jackson went to trial. And I don't listen to the music, and I've scanned over it just because I don't listen to the music. I don't know him that well, but he is huge. R&B legend is what they call him. This guy, R. Kelley. Are you familiar with him?
I've heard of him, yeah.
Now, they are saying that he has sexually assaulted more women than you can even imagine, that it's been going on for years, and a lot of minors. People are testifying left and right in court over this now.
Goodness. And it says that people have turned up, like, did his bosses turn a blind eye? Like, when you turn a blind eye to stuff like this going on, I mean, you are the main part of you know.
It does
it's
happen.
awful. I mean, it's horrible, especially if it's happening to children or minors or any, and you just kind of go about your business and don't, say anything.
You go back to the Bill Cosby thing. A lot of people knew what was going on, and they helped with the payoff. So, all right, I'll give you $20,000. You go away.
Well, it's just like the video of the woman being abducted. In that van out in, wasn't it California somewhere?
Yeah.
And somebody's sitting there videoing it, and who's help? Nobody's helping the woman. She's screaming for help.
It's,
As
a matter of fact, if y'all had, let me pull this up. I posted this yesterday. This is about 60 seconds, and then let me find, here it is.
It's hard to kind of see from the distance that the guy's filming, but.
This is a sitting on the side of the road, not talking just yet.
Stop! Stop!
Now, that's not 40, 50 feet down the hill.
Right. Now, he's videoing, hollering to stop.
Jake, run! Come here, Jake!
Calling the dog.
Yeah. She's screaming for help. I think he tells somebody in the background to call 911.
Right. And then he argues with her, I'm filming this. I can't call.
Yeah.
What's more important, calling 911 or videoing this? He does have a picture of it at this.
And I know people might be afraid to go and help, but
I'm filming.
Did you hear him? He by the time right now he could have already been down there.
because he's at such a distance, he can't even get a really good description of the vehicle or a tag number.
Mercedes.
Now this is released from California for the police department.
Right.
They've
What are you
released
doing?
like that's really going to
Why
make
are
it
you
stop.
doing this?
Like, do you think they're going to tell you that?
And it goes on for another 30 to 40 seconds here, and they finally drive off.
With the lady
Yeah. Now
or the girl.
I have a video.
they're on the phone finally with 911. But in that time, he could have gotten face to face. Now, let's just say that the man was scared to confront bad people, maybe. But that's somebody's life. If you hear somebody screaming, you jump to I would.
Right. I
can't-
would. I would try to jump. I mean, grab a gun and go. I mean, I don't know that he even had one.
Yeah, I did California. I don't know
who
parts of it if
knows?
you can out there.
Who
But
knows?
that person could have been in serious trouble. You could have saved a life by just stepping up. That could have scared him.
Right. Or at least gotten closer to get a tag number if there was a tag number available. I don't know.
But they did not get a tag number in the picture. The Los Angeles Sheriff's Department, the county, has released more pictures, and they show that on the roof it's got solar panels and air conditioner. They're pointing out, if you recognize anybody that has this, please call us so we can find out more. Now, if they were really bad, something was going on,
Yeah.
that could have been the timeline to have saved him, and he didn't.
Right.
Videoing is not always the best thing. Help somebody.
Yeah, it's good to get like a snippet of the video, but you could have gotten like, okay, you got a little bit of the video, the van, then go help. Go try to help.
You could have run with your camera, got a picture of the face.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's my small thought. And if you disagree with me, let me know. And you may disagree with how I would have handled it, of what you should do. Just like last week when we saw the lady that was getting attacked at the gas station, the person pumping gas does nothing. They finally get in their car and drive up to him, but never open their door to offer a hand, say, hey, can I help you, to run the guy off? Or even after he runs off, they don't get out to say, can I help you?
Right.
What has happened to Americans in helping one another? That worries me.
Yeah.
And it should you as well. So
It does.
anyway, that's our thoughts there. As we go to Collinsville, Joe, he's got some great specials this week. If you hadn't been in, they've got out their new sheet. These prices are good till next Tuesday afternoon at 5 o'clock. Peaches are in. $1.99 for those Georgia peaches.
I love peaches.
They are good, aren't they?
They are.
Blueberries, if you're going to be making pie or anything of that nature, if you want a tomato sandwich, $1.99 a pound is what you'll get those for. They do look good. My mother loves these.
I like them too. When you can, but they go, some of them have gone bad at my house before people eat them. I don't understand that.
You ain't eating them quick enough.
I know
there.
it.
Cuties, they're great. Get them all in $9. $3.99 for a 3-pound bag. Also, the Heinz tomato ketchup there, 2 for $4. You can get those. The Log Cabin syrup, if you got your particular brand, this is a great one. You'll love it. $2.49 there, along with the Hungry Jack Complete Buttermilk. Make your own. Like those. Hamburger Helper. You can also get the Dixie Crystal sugar along with Chex Mix that is so addictive that, well, you get home. You can't help it. Chips Ahoy for that sweet tooth and if you're getting into the steaks, $13.99 a pound for the certified Angus beef, along with the boneless pork loin, chuck roast. The list goes on of things that you can get, all at the Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville.
I was coming down Highway 19 on a bicycle. I got hit by a car. When I woke up, I was in the hospital. I called Mr. Schwartz. He took my case. He was there for me from the beginning to the end. 5-6 months later, I had my settlement.
One call, that's all.
And welcome back with Scotty Ray Candace. Taliban. What can we say about what is going on in Afghanistan that maybe hasn't been said? It's one of the worst situations that I've ever witnessed. And I say that in the way it was handled from a government standpoint of leaving still 15,000 Americans are left behind. Joe finally speaks up and says, well, I'm going to help. Did you see the interview that he gave where he snapped at the reporter for asking, the plane where it's going out, people are hanging on?
Right.
And he asked him about it, Mr. President, would you have changed anything about this? And he snaps at him and he goes, that was 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter if it was 2 days ago, a week ago,
Yeah.
that still happened.
Right.
we see there was an interview given to Fox News of a guy that says, my wife and daughter are stranded there and they cannot get to the airport. Now, and again, we go back to why are Americans there? Well, there's several reasons. We have people that were contract labor working there,
Right.
trying to make a living for their family. Then also, we have a lot of Christian outreach groups
Missionaries.
that go, yes,
That
are trapped.
Yes. Pastors, people who, were missionaries, like we
Yeah.
said. But there's a lot of them, up in tunnels, if I'm not mistaken. They had gone to the underground tunnels
Yeah.
and were hiding, but are stuck. I mean, somebody's got to get them out of there, or got to try to get them out of there. But yeah, for Joe Biden this whole administration, I'm sorry, and I know I say it all the time, but it's either they divert stuff away from having to answer questions, or they get aggravated when you try to put them on the spot to give an answer. Well, it's up to you to give an answer. You're the reason that this stuff is happening the way it's happening. Now,
And it doesn't matter the party at this point, whether you're
Right.
Republican or Democrat. I think
No, that
most
doesn't
people
matter.
going, this is handled wrong.
Right. These are people. It didn't matter what the belief of Republican or party. It was not belief, but party. Didn't really matter what, neck of the woods you're from. These are still people who need our help.
And what we left behind is even worse for people that want to hurt us.
Right.
You don't leave behind ammunition, guns, tanks, planes, helicopters to bad people.
Yeah, because they're using it against the people, they're trying to harm people and using the stuff. Plus, they can use it against us.
Yeah. Anytime you go back and you read your war history, what do? You either take it with you or destroy it so the enemy cannot get it. Fact, this was not planned at all. There's nothing about this that had a plan.
No. And I know a lot of people, Joe Biden it really does. The buck, like he said, the buck stops here with him. It does. But there's obviously people giving him advice as to what to do,
Right.
calling shots, whatever,
That don't know what they're doing.
And these people need to be held accountable. Not
Now-
just the president. Anybody who advised him needs to be held accountable. Anybody who overlooked the information that they did receive, because I've watched things and heard things that say that they were informed that this would happen.
Now, like him or not, there's a 50-50 thing, I guess, in America, whether you like Donald Trump or you disliked him. Did Donald say that he was going to cut back on our amount of troops there? He did.
Yeah.
But trust me, the Taliban believed him when he said, I will send a plane your way and wipe you out if you pick up one arm. He meant it.
Right.
And he would have done it. Joe has been tested several times and backed away, done nothing. And they know that now. Now, this even gets scarier. Facebook has banned the Taliban, but as you go to Twitter, they have not banned them, but they banned the president of the United States, Donald Trump, from tweeting. He has not hurt anybody, but the Taliban, who murders people, are still allowed to tweet. Somebody explain to me.
You see this right here? Money talks. There's money somewhere talking. I'm serious.
That is shameful.
It is
up on
ridiculous.
Twitter to
Yeah.
do this.
It is. It's shameful, and they should be held accountable just as well as like anybody else who are aiding these criminals.
Because
that's
that
what
is-
they are. They're criminals. They're terrorists. They're criminals.
They communicate with this on
Right.
what to do. That's their mode. It's not like they have a phone. They call it. They can do this in code to each other. So
What goes around comes around. Is that right?
yeah. But think of a press conference. We're banning
will.
we're banning the president of the United States because he sent a mean tweet. But we're allowing these people here who kill people to remain.
Yeah.
How does that make sense? Somebody explain it to me.
Yeah.
I'm just an old Southern boy that I never went to Purdue. I didn't go to
Well, you
these
know how-
Ivy colleges, but
Right. You know how it is, like, okay, say in the United States, if you are like, if somebody has broken a law, if they've killed someone and you're housing them in your home or you're helping them anyway, you're aiding and abetting. This is exactly what Twitter is doing.
yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, they are. They're aiding and abetting these criminals. They're helping them out by letting them tweet and do this kind of stuff. I mean, they are. So they should be held accountable. Somebody
That's-
should hold them accountable.
And there's going to be more stories with this as the week progresses, and we hope to goodness our 15,000 Americans make it out. We'll keep our fingers crossed.
Yes, we do. We pray for them. 'Cause it's scary. I mean, and military people who are still over there, our troops that are still over there, I just hope to goodness we can get them out.
Yeah, pray for our troops.
Yeah.
In other news this morning, and I didn't see this one coming, I just remember the headline of him going back.
Yeah.
Tim Tebow has been cut from the NFL. He's not going to be able to play for the Jaguars. He was a former quarterback, if you remember, and he was trying out as a tight end. Didn't make the cut for whatever reason. Don't know the backstory behind it, but Tim is out. Real good Christian fellow, and we hate that happened to him, that he's not going to be able to continue with that. But that has happened. I thought y'all might want to know about that. So there you go. Let's talk about Snowden and real estate. Snowden and Company is what I meant to say there. She'll help you in so many different ways. She's got so many listings. If you'll visit them online and take a look at this, you can go through Facebook and then just click and it'll take you to their page there. They've got several homes that are around the area. If you're getting ready to sell, talk to her. So many people do this. They've expanded over the last few weeks. They're taking in the Brandon area and parts of Jackson now. If you need a home over there, you're moving there, talk to them. They're getting big. They're helping a lot of folks. 3 years in business, and they have people that have been in the industry for a long, long time here. They're sellers. And if you're looking for that, I think they're looking to add to their team there also. Selling your home, talk to them. This is a few homes: Kemper, Newton, Neshoba, Clark, Lauderdale, and also as we add in those Jackson areas there to there. No matter the size home that you're looking for, 2-bedroom, 4-bedroom, you got a lot of kids, they can find it for you.
They sure can.
The keys to your next home is waiting there. 453-3937. See Amanda. Let her talk about it. She'll handle all of this stuff to where you sit down and all you got to do is sign. She'll explain what these contracts are. Don't get into a contract that you don't understand the language, because that can bite you later.
I know. I mean, it's like a stack of documents that you have to go through.
As you always hear, signing my life away.
Right.
She'll make that the easy part, because it can be a nightmare if you don't know what you're doing.
Yes.
Designated seller representative, see them in Snowden and Company Real Estate here in Meridian for all of your real estate needs. She'll take care of you.
It happened so fast. I didn't even see that person behind me. I said, well, I need to call Richard Schwartz. Once I made that one call, they began working for me. They are going to make sure you get what you deserve.
One call, that's all.
And as we go to Masterflow Plumbing, we've talked about Galen and his staff. They've been doing this for 36 years or better. They take care of anything that happens to your home. When it comes to these plumbing issues, and they can happen in the middle of the night, in the middle of the day when you're not home, and you come home and your house has got water everywhere, or the front yard does.
Yes.
Well, they'll come running. They'll come fix it where there's a busted pipe out front, need to replace a line that somebody might have damaged with something too heavy in your yard. They do all of that for you there. Replace those lines, get it done. If you've got a leak underneath your home, as I said, you wake up to a wet house and it looks like this and water is going everywhere, they'll come fix that, reroute these pipes, whether it's underneath or in a wall, no problems. As simple as getting a faucet redone or a handle that is broken, water starts spewing.
Yeah.
They can put you some cutoffs to where the next time you can turn that off quickly instead of having to go outside. 90-day, $90 guarantee, or you could say it's the $90 90-day guarantee, whichever way. No trip charge to come clean your pipes, and they're going to guarantee it, along with your water heaters, toilets, getting those replaced, stopped up drain. They do that, along with getting you some tile put in your bathrooms. They'll do showers and a whole lot more. See them. Masterflow Plumbing, licensed and insured, 36 years of experience just for you. They'll help you there. Let's see, a few other things that I wanted to bring up here. We hadn't brought up some things that have gone on this day. We got a lot of celebrities that had some birthdays today. Remember this guy?
John Wesley Hardin.
We even had a honky tonk named after that in Meridian one time out in Marion.
Yeah, I think we did. I remember.
We did. 1895, he was killed upon this day out in the old West there in El Paso City. Eddie Raven, one of my favorite country singers that ever come along, has a birthday today. Who Do You Know in California? Do you remember that song? Who Do You Know in California? What's she doing calling here?
I've not. I mean, if I heard the song, I'd probably recognize it, but just lines from it.
Basically, it was a song about a guy that goes on a business trip, and some old gal calls his house, and his wife goes, "Who is this?" And he's trying to hide behind the newspaper over here. Fortunately, those phone books are gone. They can't track you down anymore, Eddie Raven says. A bunch of other hits, Operator, Operator. Boy, he was good back in the day. Do you remember the song, I Can See Clearly Now?
I do.
Johnny Nash was born on this date, the singer of that back in 1940.
That's a big hit song.
Oh, yeah. People love that. Also, I like this guy. He was a senator. He went on to become an actor. Fred Thompson. And that is the scene from Die Hard.
He is, I mean, a good actor. He really is.
Was.
Or did he pass away?
He did. 2015.
Oh gosh.
I
I did not realize that. He was a very good actor.
I loved his voice. He was one of those, kind of like the Jimmy Stewart. Whenever you heard it, you knew who it was. I liked him a lot.
I did not realize that he passed away.
One of your favorite presidents is having a birthday today. Oh, Bill. He's celebrating a big one today.
Maybe he could go step in with the girl that's not getting any intimate action. From
He could
Michael
have a little
Jackson.
conversation with her there with Michael Jackson.
He probably could aid her in that.
Mississippi's very own, one of our biggest stars, is having a birthday today. I really like this guy.
Yeah.
Gerald McCraney celebrates a birthday, born back in 47. And as you'll remember, Simon and Simon, Major Dad. And this is a scene from, what was the show there? Longmire. He played a big part in Longmire.
Yeah. He is a good actor, too. He really is. And he'd be, what, 74?
74?
Yeah,
Yeah.
74.
Look at her and her arithmetic over here. That girl's quick on the fly.
Well, look, I'm not that quick with arithmetic. My mother was born in 47, so that's how I know he's 74.
I wouldn't tell you trade secrets.
So
Just act like you smart as all
yeah,
get out.
I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah,
I should
just-
just acted like, I'm Johnny on the spot.
There you go. I cannot sing this song because it names too many towns.
Yeah.
As I'm moving on. Hank Snow had a #1 song on the set back in 1950. I love the song, and I'm moving on. He was from Canada, if I remember right.
Okay.
Also, and Miss, let me see,
Leanne Womack.
Miss Miss Womack. I didn't
Good
notice
grief.
anything, but you didn't see the picture.
Yeah. I mean, I am looking at the picture. Yeah.
She bless her heart.
Good Lord.
But boy,
Look,
she sure
she's
can
one that
sing.
she can really sing. She is a good singer.
I'll think of a reason later. That was a great song.
Yeah. But you don't hear her that much. I guess she's still out there singing, but I have not heard anything new, a new hit from her.
Starting to fade, and it happens. And if you're really country, you really are going to fade.
Yeah. I would think that some people get tired of the
road,
the stardom and they want a break from it. And I've made my money. I'm just going to go over here and enjoy my life.
But there are
type
some
things.
that tour to their dying moment.
Yeah, they do. They must
Some
love
wanna
it.
see.
I don't know.
But boy, I may hate myself in the morning, but I'm going to love you tonight. What a great song. If you've never heard it, look that up today. You'll enjoy it. Never understood this TV show. I've watched it and I scratch my head and go, I don't get it. Yeah, the last episode of this aired today in 1968. The Monkees.
I used to watch it and
Did you get it?
I mean, they're just a group of guys that,
I'm going to use a word that is not politically correct anymore. It was stupid.
Scotty Ray.
I promise you I didn't get it.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
back in 1969, this fellow was born. Y'all remember Clay Walker?
I did.
There was this woman, there was this man.
Yep.
Of course, that big hit came out, Live Until I Die.
Yeah, he was a good singer. I mean, he is a good singer. He is. But didn't he had some health issues, didn't he?
He has MS, if I'm not
he
mistaken.
stepped out of the spotlight for a little while, but is he back?
I
doing
think
some
so.
New stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's a good
Did a
singer.
concert with him and Red Akins over in Alabama. Helped put that together. Oh, what a nice guy. Enjoyed it. This guy somewhere today is it's his birthday. We'll just say that. Matthew Perry has a few issues going on there from friends.
Yeah. And we don't know. I mean, you don't know what walk people are taking through
Yeah.
their life. So
He just doesn't look like it. He doesn't look healthy. We'll say that. Back in '88, they announced the 2 biggest songs that had ever been played on the jukebox. And I assume that it still holds the record. Your favorite song.
crazy.
And Elvis, Hound Dog,
Yeah.
played more
crazy.
than any other on a jukebox.
I know. You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
And
Well, you need to sing that.
I can't
I'll
sing.
sing crazy.
I
You
literally-
can. Look, I've heard Scotty Ray sing a few little snippets of
Oh,
stuff.
I'm telling you, Dr. Crickard told me I was awful. And here's Scotty Ray read this part up here at the church.
Goodness.
That was up at the Scooby United Methodist Church. Done it many a time.
These are 2 of the greats, though, for sure.
It is. Back in 1991, Alan Jackson released Someday. What a great video. And he did fix up that 57 Chevy in the end of that one there. And back in 06, this was released to radio before he cheats.
I like this song.
Y'all see that look in her eye? Is that not scary?
I do like the song. I think it's cute. I mean, some women can relate, I think.
Oh, there's a lot of women that can relate
Yeah.
that scare me.
Took a Louisville Slugger to both headlights. Flashed a hole in all 4 tires. Yeah. Maybe next time he'll think before he cheats.
Yep. What a song. But it did hit home with so many people is why that was such a hit.
Yeah, yeah.
Carrie is such a lovely person. From the moment you heard her sing Jesus Take the Wheel, America fell in love with her.
I love to hear her sing gospel music because I mean she's a beautiful lady, but she's also has a beautiful voice, and she has come a long way from American Idol.
She has.
If you saw like when she auditioned, she was super like nervous, and I wondered if she was going to do a good job. And she got out there and just
Done
blew
a
it out of
great
the
job.
water. She did.
Thank y'all for coming by and spending a few moments with me and Candace this morning. Believe it or not, we're coming back for a Friday show.
We are. We will be back tomorrow, and weekend's coming near us. So y'all have a blessed day and have a safe day.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by